Welcome to another vibe coding working session with me. I am going to be vibe coding my plant tracking app this time. The last video I just put out was about my Shopify store and integration with the vibe coding. This time, I will be working on my plant tracking app. Let me just introduce you really quick to the plant tracking app. As you can see here, it's called PropLog Propagation Tracker because with a lot of my pings that have been growing out of my garage, I wanted a way to track each of the propagations that I was doing. I wanted to see how long it took. I wanted to track which species that I had, how many leaves, how many days does it take to propagate them, and I wanted to just document them somehow. Prior to this, I just did it with nothing. I didn't even have sheets of paper to write it down. That was my previous business, but this time around, I really want to take a good look at what I have in inventory and just act like a real business. Over the course of, I started this journey last month, December 2025, where I started to vibe code. I originally asked ChatGPT to create me a PropLog tracker. ChatGPT came up with a Google Sheet for me. I started to use that. Then I had to take my laptop out to the garage. That wasn't working well for me because it was a little bit clumsy and I wanted an easy way to do it. Of course, an app is the easiest way to do it. From there, since I have no programming experience, I worked with ChatGPT to create a plan for me. And from that, I just started to vibe code a plan tracking app. And with anything, once you start kind of coding something, your mind just takes it to a whole nother level and turns your vision into something I think that's pretty cool. I've been using my plant tracking app for over a month. I've documented over 150 plants of mine, and I'm still loving it. Let's dive in and let's start vibing. I've hinted in several of my other videos and even promoting this plant tracking app out to others that I wanted to rebrand it. PropLog doesn't sound like a cool plant app. I know that there's a lot of plant tracking apps, plant apps out there. I just wanted to be a little bit different. And I think I've kind of come up with a new name. You're going to hear it first right here during this working session. I am going to rebrand my plant tracking app. It's going to be called Trellis. If you know, Trellis is a structure that you have to hold up and grow your plants. And within that, I will create a little community. First, I need to just understand how I'm going to transition all of this. I'm not going to lose any of the existing data. I have several users already using the plant tracking app. I'm not going to, do that. First, ask ChatGPT to come up with a front page. How do I start transitioning from the existing brand of PropLog to Trellis? In the Ask Lovable section, I've asked ChatGPT to create me a new welcome page. I am like a prompt that I'm going to share within Lovable. Let's see what it comes up with. As Lovable is putting together a plan, I'm not going to right away change the link to my existing app. It's got to be a transition time. So I can change the inside graphics, the UI. I'm not going to change how you access it and log it. Let's see what it comes up with. It's going to create a little plan for me. I've approved the plan because there's going to be a headline. Here we go. See the screen flicker? That is Lovable. It will redesign the page on the fly because we're going to preview it live as it's coding. That's one feature that I really like about Lovable. Once it's done editing the file, you will see the preview pretty instantaneously. Oh, I think did it change the inside of it? Okay, so once I logged in, welcome pop-up. It says, welcome to Trellis, formerly PropLog, same plan, same data, and stronger foundation for growth. Trellis helps you track your plant growth over time. Community, and soon you'll be able to join Grows, which is a community space to share progress and learn alongside other growers. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And that's something I will have to, that's a whole nother section, another phase to fully vibe code grows the community section of it. But let's see, continue with my plants. Okay, did it change anything? So it's really just a pop-up that it changed. Okay, now let me see here. I'm gonna click on one of the quick buttons here that says complete the Trellis rebrand across the app. I ask Lovable to apply the full rebranding plan to rename PropLog to Trellis across all pages, components, and edge functions. Okay, it's going to think through this. I will apply full Trellis rebrand across all files. Let me read the files I need to modify first. I think the timing is also just right for me. I just received 200 additional credits. That's for my monthly billing that just occurred yesterday or 2 days ago. I also do carry over existing credits from last month. So I have about 26 credits from last month. And then each day I do get 5 free credits each day. The 5 credits does not compound against each other. So you don't get 5 today, 5 more tomorrow. That's an additional 10, 10, 15, 20. No, it's just a total of 5, tops off at 5. All right, Lovable is editing the files right now. Awesome. So this is the initial update of, you see Trellis now in the upper left-hand corner. You see Trellis, track growth, share progress. That's what I'm looking for. And it's finished the rebrand across the apps. I believe that only took about 2 minutes to complete. Cool. Let's check this out here. None of the pages had the name PropLog. I mean, that's your propagation log, pollination log. That's fine. That's the name itself. Let's see, how to use. So how to use, it updated to welcome to Trellis, your personal plant breeding companion. Here we go. Features, explore what Trellis can do for you. Even it updated the frequently asked questions as well. What is Trellis for? It did replace PropLog with Trellis. Same features and functionality, which is nice. The dashboard is your home page. Now, let's see here, design a new Trellis logo. I do like the existing logo. I'm going to leave it as is right now. Okay. We'll update the plan file to reflect that the Trellis rebrand is complete. On the dashboard page above plant breeding dashboard, can you create another section, a banner that will call out the transition from PropLog to Trellis? It's an announcement bar or notification bar to the users that Plant app is going through a rebranding. I believe I also want to add a link in there because I want to add a FAQ section for the transition from PropLog to Trellis. What does that mean, and what are the steps that a user needs to take, and also call out next steps. I did ask ChatGPT to create me an FAQ on a transition plan from PropLog to Trellis. I just copied the FAQ that it created for me. But right now, Lovable is creating a rebrand banner. All right, let me approve this. After this edit, I will provide it with the additional details of the FAQ setup, then update the welcome page. Before users sign in to the app, there's a welcome page. I'm also going to have Lovable update that. So I can tell that Lovable is creating a Trellis transition page, and it's building that transition page right now. It's editing the dashboard page. Soon you will see a flicker on the preview. Once it's done editing, oh, there we go. That was a quick update. And I do like it. It's a very small banner. Cool. It's not too big. It doesn't take up too much space. It's created it. Click on learn more. Welcome to Trellis. What's changed? Trellis, do I need to do anything? Will you transfer data? Next steps. Update. I don't want to. I'm going to be adding some additional context to the FAQ for the transition page. Can you verify the new content with the existing content that you've added to the transition page? That was actually a slight combination of what I told Lovable. I dictated a little bit, and then I hit stop on the voice dictation button, and then I pasted it in the content from ChatGPT. So now it's reading the Trellis transition page. It's refining the Trellis FAQ for alignment right now. So cool. What it's doing right now, it gave me a comparison summary, the topic, why the name changed from it's calling out the existing content, my new content that I pasted in, and it's telling me what some key differences are. So my URL change, that has a conflict. It's the new info says, yes, the app will move from PropLog to Lovable to Trellis with the redirect mention. I am not redirecting it at this time. I would like for you to update the new FAQ section with the new FAQ content. However, do not change the URL change conflict question. With that, my current plan for the URL changes, I am going to be keeping proplog.lovable.app for a few weeks. Then I will transition to the new Trellis.lovable app later on. At that time, I will notify the users that I will be transitioning. This is just an information only change. You can also remove from the FAQs where it says next steps, update your home screen bookmark. You don't need to update the bookmark because the URL is not changing. You only need to change the URL or you don't need to change the bookmark until the URL is changed. And that's not going to happen for another couple weeks. Please reconcile the differences, please. I'm curious how Lovable is going to take my feedback because I do want it to update the FAQ with the new content I provided it, but just leave the URL change section alone and also remove the next steps of updating your home screen bookmarks. There's a few different changes all at the same time. Okay, cool. So I can look at the plan. I will have to review this. Yep, so URL does change. Oh, I'm sorry. The URL will stay as proplog for now. Yep, it's going to remove the bookmarks home screen because the URL is not going to change. Okay, I actually did a pretty good. Let's approve that. Okay, it looks like it's updated the content of the FAQ section. Will the app URL change? For now, it will remain the same. We'll notify you. It removed that step. Let's see, need help contact. Oh, it goes right to the feedback form. Okay, that is good. Okay, test the transition page or mark plan complete. Let's just mark the plan complete. Sign out. Do I want to say on do want to update this text right here. Stop losing track of your crosses and cuttings. On the main welcome page, I would like to update the call to action text. Stop losing track of your crosses and cuttings. Since I am rebranding to Trellis, can you come up with an updated call to action? Give me a couple options to see which one would be the best. Okay, cool. Okay, option 1, growth and focus, aspirational. Give your breeding the structure to thrive. With subtext, Trellis organizes your crosses, cuttings, and collections so you can focus on growing. Why It Works plays on Trellis as a supportive structure, emphasizes the positive outcome, thriving rather than a pain point. Let's see, we got a brand align one, or a solution, or forward thinking. Oh, simple and direct. Option 1 or option 2. Do you like option 1 better? Do I? No, I'm just rereading this again. Okay, how about this? Can you give me a hybrid of option 1 and 2? I like both options, but let's combine them. What can you come up with? Hybrid A. Let's go with hybrid A, implement the plan. And while Lovable is updating that, what I want to do here on ChatGPT is I do want to create an email out to the existing users to share with them the plan of rebranding to Trellis. Okay. Now I would like for you to generate for me an email that I'm going to be sending out to my users to tell them the rebranding from PropLog to Trellis. Give them a little backstory, give them a little update, some next steps, and what to look for in the coming weeks. Give them an idea of all the steps that we've discussed, part of the checklist. Don't make it too long, short and concise. A lot of people don't like to read, but enough detail where they can understand the email. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Send this about 5 to 7 days before launch. So I'm not going to send this tonight, but I just want to kind of prepare and look at this. That is good. Let's go back to the app. Okay, that is good. Now I want to, in preparation, the last thing that I'm going to do tonight is in preparation for launch. I will update the app tonight. Users tonight will see Trellis, and that's okay. But I do want to find a way in my app to send an email out. Currently, I do not have that. This is a feature that only I see at this time, is the admin panel. It gives me it's an overall view of the users. When you do submit me feedback, I do see it here in my feedback. I can address it there. I see the list of users and the analytics and viewing some of the data. But here I would like Lovable to create me a section where I can send an email out to all the users. Definitely going to put it in plan mode. In the admin dashboard, can you create a section somewhere in the menu next to data viewer where I can email out all of my users? Because I do want to let them know the transition will be happening from PropLog to Trellis. Add some features in. I want to be able to select the users that I want to email because I do have my own user accounts in there. Some users I may not want to send an email to because they are my test users and they don't need to see the email too. I do want to confirm that they do have an appropriate email address. Come up with 3 options how to best deliver this feature to email out all my users a notification. Good. It's going to think about that. Once it's done with updating on my admin dashboard, I believe the last thing that I want to do is then push these updates out to production. There's no break in functionality. This was more of, yeah, only like display items were changed. No functionality was changed. I did not change any of that. Here's 3 options. A new email broadcast tab, add a dedicated tab specific for email communications. The good thing is it tells me some pros and cons for it, so it'll give me a clear separation from data management, room for future emails, templates, history, scheduled sends, dedicated space for email composition without clutter. Cons adds another tab to the navigation. User selection list will be duplicated from data viewer. That's okay. Features user selection with checkboxes and select all, clear all. Shows the email address for verification. Ability to exclude specific users. Tests have a subject line and rich text body editor. Preview before sending. Confirmation dialog showing recipient count. Okay. Option 2, email action within the existing users tab. No, I want option 1. Floating email, floating compose like an email dialog. Yep. Let us use option 1. I just clicked on the quick button to go with option 1. Now it's going to think and do its thing. You can tell Lovable to do what to do instead. Oh, it's a little tip right there. There we go. Let's approve the plan. Here's the plan. Cool. Let's close this plan. Not being a programmer or understanding how to code, having Lovable show you or create a plan and just show you so you can review it. I do understand that part. I can understand what it's describing back to me in a non-programming language way. I have no idea what it means in the programming language itself, but that's okay. I get a sense and understanding of what I am trying to achieve. Oh, I'm just, as Lovable is thinking right now, we're editing. It's taking its action right now. I was curious how it was, why this button was grayed out. I can type a next message and queue it up right after this. As you can see, it already made a new tab called Email Broadcast. I can select my recipients that I want. I can write a subject and then the message. That is pretty cool. Can do that. Nope, I'm not going to add any email templates or test the email broadcast right now. I don't want to send anything. With that, let me just hit the publish button. Let's review any security needs. I will always click on the security detection or security review button before I publish anything. The security scan is complete. Now I will hit the button to try to fix it all. No credits are used in any security scan or fixing of issues. That is the good part. Both security issues have been fixed. Close this section and we'll publish this. It's now been published. PropLog published, but then I do not see the updates. It's been updated. I have noticed it does take some time. Oh, there we go. It does take a few seconds. I think this time it's 20 to 30 seconds. Now you see the PropLog Lovable app is now updated to Trellis. Cool. All right, that is complete. Thank you if you've made it this far into my working session for updating my plant tracking app. As let me just review, I've updated and rebranded from the original PropLog plant tracking app to Trellis. I am very excited for that. Can't wait to continue to grow this plant tracking app. If you do like this content that I'm putting out, please give me a like and subscribe. Shoot me a comment too. I would like to hear from you what you would like to see in this plan tracking app. I hope I can grow it as far as I can and let me put my vision to life. With that, thank you again and have a great evening. All right, take care. Bye bye.